Hello everyone, my name is Sheen and today I want to do the 1 minute, 20 minutes and 1 hour habitat build challenge. This is of course totally original since you see I did not do 10 minutes like another YouTuber but 20 minutes, so it's totally original. Anyway, I started with randomizing the animal all while talking to Rowie about it, like if you don't know her, another fellow YouTuber, and lo and behold, I challenged her as a joke to make the challenge with polar bears. That backfired just a little bit because then she challenged me back to do it with hippos. So, sorry Wolverine, maybe another time, fate was not in our favor. So, this is Japera, our resident hippo. And as you can clearly see, she needs a habitat, so let's build her one. Before I started, I tried making a plan. Of course, it did not went as planned. I need a plan. 1 minute. Like 20 seconds for surrounding building? Like for terrain and stuff? Then, oh my god, 10 seconds for the barrier? That's not enough. That's not enough. Clearly not enough, but I guess. And then like the rest of the 30 seconds for plants and stones? In the beginning I was rather hopeful and started by making a little pond. The pond is not actually big enough for one hippo, but I eyeballed it like I did all of the size requirements, so well. And then I had the brilliant idea to make a hill. Can someone tell me why I thought this was a good idea? Because after that, everything started going downhill. I don't know what I'm doing. No, I already only have 30 seconds left. Oh my god, no. Okay, what can be a barrier? It's going to be a bamboo barrier. I will not get this done. Oh no, it's going to be so bad. Oh no, 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 no. Oh my god, oh my god. Just... okay, that was quite the disaster. That's all I got done. This masterpiece is luckily not the only habitat I built. I guess you can say that this is a ruin of some sort and the hippo just happens to be around. So without further ado, let's get to the 20 minutes attempt. Okay, maybe this time... What is happening? Don't confuse me right now. No, don't confuse me. I said don't confuse me. After pausing the game to stop the hippo from irritating me any further, I decided to go for a mud wall as the habitat barrier. This was also the moment where I decided what vibe the habitat will get. Maybe we're going for a dry delta. Yeah, that's a good idea. I like this idea. That was settled and I began my work. Don't even know if this is from the right continent, but honestly, I don't have time to care about that. Can I afford to waste my time? Oh my god, I only have 16 minutes and a bit left. I already feel like I need to hurry. And I did hurry. I worked a bit more on the mud wall before I decided to copy and paste it. I made a little moat so that the hippos will be viewable without a fence. I decided against an underwater view because I simply did not have time for that, so I only made a little pond, similar to the one in the 1 minute attempt, because, let's be real, that could not be called an habitat. I think this could be something that works. Like, honestly, it just needs to work. I don't have time for doing anything else with it. When doing a barrier under time pressure, always go for what you already have. With the mud pillars as a barrier for the guests, I made the other side with a second viewing area with plaster pillars. I wanted to do the double fencing thing, and I love doing them as a first fence. So then it was time for me to decide what the second fence will be. And then I will make the real fence, like fence. I need a real fence, and I only have not enough time. I'm just going to do the Indian ones. Oh, that's not going to look good, is it? Now I will do the metal fence. I'm panicking. I'm panicking. Can you tell I'm panicking? The next minute I spent with completing the barrier, and then it was finally time for my favorite part of Planet Zoo, the plants and stones. Okay, now I think I can get to the nature part of this. Like I said, it's going to be a little bit on the dry side, so put the rice things all over here. You can hear that the stress is taking a slight toll on me, especially since this was also the minute I was reminded of the shelter need of the animal. But I decided to worry about that at the last minute and decorated the habitat with plants and stones. I had some problems with the trench, but in the end I managed to cope. Okay, and now for the last few minutes I need to think of something as a shelter. So maybe just a wooden something. I could make. That doesn't look big. Yeah, that's big enough. In the last 4 minutes, I made a little shelter out of the African branches. I planted in them common weeds so that it will guard the hippo from the guests. I plastered a thatch roof on top and then called it a day for the shelter. I remembered that animals need enrichment, and after placing that, I placed a few more rocks and plants until the timer was up. That is my 20-minute habitat. I did obviously way better than in 1 minute, so that is always a plus for me. The time restraint was something to keep in mind, but I think I managed to do it quite efficiently nonetheless. So yeah, I really like this habitat, especially the mud walls with the plants. And I also like how I managed to do a shelter with the little time that I had left. I honestly was a bit sad that I needed to delete everything, but I saved it as a blueprint, so maybe I can elaborate at some point on this habitat. For now, it's time for us to take a look at the 1 hour build and see how well I did there. I don't know why, but I thought it would be a good idea to build a little house for the hippo. I think in retrospect I should have just focused on the rest of the habitat and ditched the house, but well, here we are. I don't think that's the right height. Anyway, let's just move on. I don't have time to get over like these little things. I wouldn't necessarily say that it got better after that. To be honest, the whole building is just a square with a square and a pointed roof. But after 15 minutes, I was so fed up with the outside of the building that I just abandoned it and moved my focus to the rest of the habitat. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to leave it like that, since I already had 15 minutes where I did that. For roughly the next 20 minutes, I worked on the habitat barrier. I even went back into the building and did the barrier there too. Since I had 1 hour, I decided to incorporate an underwater viewing area, and I also already did the passing for it. Then I started my double fencing inside the building with my lovely plaster poles. After that, I took the aquatic stones and made a little wall so that the hippo could hopefully be safely viewed from there. At last, I thought I made the water area accessible for the hippo, but that ended with me calling the poor hippo dumb. The stress started to have a considerable effect on my mood. Oh, come on, it's enough water for you. You can't get into the water? Are you dumb? Of course, there is no way she deserved me calling her that, so I went to work and fixed her water area. I decided to use the same wall also for the outside barrier that I used inside the building, because, you know, recycling is key if you are on a tight time budget. I wanted to make this habitat look more lush as opposed to the 20-minute habitat, so I took the greener plants as a decoration for the wall. And also I put ivy on the wall to hide spots where it did not work so neat. After most of the barrier was done, I had a realization. Oh my god, I've only 17 minutes left. It's going to be hardcore. And with that, the last 18 minutes started. First, I finished the underwater viewing area with the same rocks from before. I also put them underneath each other to hide the poles from the glass barrier. And again, put ivy on top to hide any mistakes. That did not help with the spacing between the rows of rocks that I did not see, but well, now it's too late to change that. I started planting the underwater area, but quickly started doing the land portion. I made a little plant arrangement and just copied it over and over and over until I was kinda satisfied with it. Then I added a few rocks and realized the pathing at the underwater view here is looking really empty, so in the last 2 minutes I tried to save it by plastering it with common weeds and the creosote bush. Now you see a tour through my lovely 1 hour build. I had a lot of fun doing this challenge, but like I said before, I think if I had ditched the building, the habitat would look a lot nicer. My strength clearly are the plants, so it was not the brightest idea to try to do a building that is not a temple. But all in all, I am quite happy with both finished habitats. Which one do you like more? Tell me in the comments. So, now there is nothing else to say except for please, while I had a lot of fun recording this, the editing was really a lot, so please don't expect this level of editing in all my videos. So with that said, enjoy the rest of the cinematic tour, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and I hope we will see each other in the next one. Bye!